Hello everybody, this is Havoc and welcome back to Humankind in our Water World scenario. In the last episode, we were working on things like stability. It's still a little bit of a mess, but we are recovering. I won't say it was a boring episode because I don't agree with assessments on boring. It's more of sometimes you just have to do all of the things, like administration and all of that sort of stuff. So that's what we were doing pretty much in the last one. Today, what we are going to do is we are going to go to war with the Norsemen in an effort to try and take everything else away from them. Now, there is a significant risk to that. The significant risk is that if we take over all three cities, which isn't guaranteed, but if we do take over all three cities, we will be massively over the cap, which causes a whole range of issues. Now we can solve that by, maybe taking Knossos, which looks to be a pretty hefty place, but then sacking Ilokos, making it a outpost and reabsorbing it, and doing the same thing over here at Hidebur. So we could see what that would do, what that would look like. We also have the capability of leveling up. I feel like we need to wait until we conquer these regions before we do that, because we're close to a militarist star, which means we only need, what, 11? 9. We only need 9 more. On average, a city will have 4 to 5 different citizens in it, so by default, if we take 2 cities, there's a pretty good bet we'll be able to hit that era star. The odds of us hitting this Aesthete star are remote, and by sticking around long enough, we would be able to actually get an expansionist star, which is our primary source of reward. Of course, this is bugged, don't worry about it, but we will get a reward from that. We only need 1 more territory and we can move along. And we do have some strong considerations, considering we have ports and coffins fliggin' flagging everywhere. they are all over the place, but it is really, really cool. So as I mentioned, we're probably gonna go to war probably next turn. I got out here, I healed real quick. We're working on chivalry, which will give us the ability to build Teutonic Knights, which are rather amazing cav units, but unfortunately they're unable to climb fortifications. So we could make them and it would serve its better purpose on the open plains, as it were. So we'll see what we can't do to get that. We're gonna move. I'm not sure why I can't move closer. It's the wrong district type. What is this? Oh, are these ruins? Oh, these are ruins. So I actually cannot go into those. Interesting. Well, we're gonna have to move around and wait just a few more turns. But as always, if you enjoy any part of this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on bell notifications. I had a rough week mentally last week, or the week before this episode came out. So I do apologize for not cranking out the Humankind content. But it was a bit of a mental break for me, both breaking, like a twig breaking, but also a good mental break in terms of trying to recover. So I'm always going to be public about my mental health because I believe it is a good thing to see content creators and other people struggle, essentially, and then to see them, of course, recover. So, of course, as always, take care of yourself mentally because it is desperately needed in this day and age. So don't feel like you have to overwork yourself at all. But yeah, after that little mental health service announcement, let's get back into it. We've got populations all over the place. We do have some grievances. Yeah, I'll demand that.
Yes? You did it?
We demanded too much.
Right.
All right, let's open it. They do have a lot of reinforcements. We're gonna retreat. That's fine. We haven't actually started a war yet, so I'm not so much concerned about that. And we are trying to get, oh, we're not trying to get, I forgot. We are explorationizing. Because this looked like a really good place to settle, and it looks uninhabited. Now, one thing we could work for, first, the blossoming of beliefs. Religious feeling is strong across the empire, but that's not preventing discord from emerging among the faithful. Great cities are finding themselves under the sway of diverse religious leaders. What should you do with these groups? Well, let's take a look here for one. We are starting to sway this side of the empire, right? And the Assyrians looking like they have a couple of cities over here. But outside of that, we do have a rather strong push. Also, regarding our society, we'd rather not go towards authority. I'd rather push towards liberty to get that full influence push. We could afford to push the other way in terms of tradition. So instead of dissolving, which we would get fanatical on 6 cities, I don't want to influence. We would get tolerant plus 5 faith. That would be okay. But I would rather push a percentage because we do have the percentage that is greater. And while leading does push us towards tradition, we are still on the social axis of science. So we'll push that way. Not much else to do. We have an army lost at sea. We will go ahead and push them away. And I almost wonder how much it would cost. You know what? We're gonna buy out a navy. Now, I didn't, oh no. Oh no. One thing to remember is that you can always decide where that navy spawns. We messed up a little bit, so we're down here. But regardless, we do have a nearly full thing of quadriremes, which will help support these guys in the long run. So that's good. I still accomplished what I wanted to accomplish. And finally, Azure is under control, which is fantastic news. It took forever to do so. But now that it's here, we can, of course, get to work. We need to remain as the Tetons for as long as possible to try and take advantage of, yes, we will always do this because that's going to really push our faith even more. Now, we might have some issues here soon, but hopefully it won't be too terribly soon. Let's go ahead and push that. Now, sweet, chivalry has been researched. We have the Teutonic Knights. We also have a hamlet, which means if we were to go into a place like Byblos, which currently has overproductive things. How dare it? How dare it? If we were to place that, it would just give us basically 4 slots to fill up, which is going to boost our empire even that much more, which is going to be a very positive thing. So let's go ahead. I'm doubtful we could buy it out. But there's still going to be a more positive place to push this all. And you can see we are already struggling. Now, does that include this? It doesn't. Okay. All right. Time out here. Let's go an aqueduct, which will give us 20 stability. We may have to build another garrison. Now, what we could also do is a commons quarter, but it doesn't take full effect of everything around it. I mean, we would lose 19 food here, and we already... See, that's just, the thing is, that's the cost of what we already have in a stronghold, or a garrison, rather. But it does generate... I guess it does generate influence, which is a little bit better than just straight up. So we'll do that and hopefully calm the populace. Oh, we could upgrade to Teutonic Knights, but I'm actually not going to because my war elephants, oh, they are considered heavy cav. I'm thinking of a different thing. Okay, well then we need to support our brethren. And we can see here, goodness gracious, we are set to get everything. Like, everything. That's bonkers. All right, let's move this army. Let's move it back onto land. And those guys are moving up. We're just gonna have you sit here. You'll sit there as well. We're gonna wait for our support to show up. We also have 5,000 influence, which is a heckin' ton of influence. I'm wondering if we can't just influence someone. Our builder star got there. Fantastic. Well done. If we take this on, we'll lose 20 stability, correct? I think it's 15. That's still a lot. We don't have anything to integrate here, and they are running solo. Yeah, that's the only territory left. Interesting. So who belongs to this? All right, so you have just taken over everything. Well, that City Watch is going to give us a little bit of a boost. It's actually going to give us +5, so that's going to give us 15 total, which does counteract that. Woo, that's a big hit. It's going to bring it up to 38. Let's go with an aqueduct, which is going to bring it up to 58. And we don't have a lot of districts. In fact, we have very, very few. I would rather not place that there. We'll just build a couple more strongholds. Man, the stability issues we're having across the board are just not fantastic. Let's get stability boosted. Why not? And we do have our science going up as well, so that's going to boost our science on that front. We don't quite have the ability. Oh, there we go. Let's go ahead and assault these guys. Yeah, let's go ahead and go to war. The big boys are in the house now. Let's get all these guys on the front line. We do have our unit of archers. We are defending. Okay. And that's where it is. That's fine. Totally fine with me. Look at those war elephants doing some nasty work. Okay, we could... We're gonna camp here. I'm not gonna do anything to those guys. Let's get up here. Nice. That worked. That worked out well. Okay, they're heavy calves, so they can't get on that. But it may be enough. Oh, we can't even attack that. Interesting. Interesting. I'm intrigued. We'll attack those citizens. We'll end the round to give this guy a boost. That worked out well. Go ahead and slaughter yourselves on me. I'm okay with that. Oh, goodness. Can we take him out? I don't know that we can. Ooh, there we go. We sure can. It's all about placement, everybody. Is that going to kill him? Brilliant. Brilliant. Now, because they sallied forth and brought their citizens, that's how we were able to conquer that. So just as an FYI.
If I cannot teach you wisdom, I will teach you regret.
Yeah, I don't think you will, buddy. All right, so there's the war. The war has begun. And I believe we are good. Mutinous in Hedebur. Let's just camp out in Hedebur. We will just camp out here as well. What about in this area? Next turn, I think we'll be able to take these guys on. And if they come after me, it's fantastic. Let's go ahead and just pursue them. Oh, boo. That's fine. That route helps us a lot. And they have a lot of spearmen, unfortunately. But I think it'll be all right. I think we'll be okay. We have those guys. We are just going to have to camp out here. Now, let me look at this. So a war elephant has 34. It's stronger when attacking weaker units. If we check out... They are 39. Okay. And then bonus combat strength against enemies with a different state religion, which we've converted them. Oh, they're converting back. Oh, wow. They've really oh. There's a big push happening somewhere. This direction. Okay. There is a major push here. Oh my goodness. All right. We may need to start pushing these things right here. And you know what? We may have to sacrifice a few of our population just to reduce the amount that's going on here. And then we will have to go back and get some of these back into motion. Yeah, that's not worth it. We're just gonna build on places that I will never touch. Let's build another stronghold there. Because that faith, we need to push our faith as much as humanely possible. And the only way to do that is through getting some of these Kaiserdoms right now. War summons. All right, so we can upgrade to pikemen and crossbowmen. We've also got our science star, our aesthete star. Look at this. This is going to go from 20 to 34. It is a massive, massive leap. Who's attacking me? Let's see. You know what? I really honestly think that our troops, our reinforcements here are going to be the deciding factor in this war. Or in this battle. I'm pretty sure our quadriremes will one-shot. Oh my word. Well, that guy's dead. But you know what? We may be able to take out their navy. My goodness gracious. So they just kind of win by default, just by sheer numbers. I wonder how this sort of thing works out. Naval battles are going to be very interesting. All right, we're okay. Charge. Yeah, see, this should be a one-shot. Yeah, that should definitely be a one-shot. My units are built specifically to take these guys on. I mean, they're naval units. There we go. And unfortunately, a quadrireme only has a range of 1. And it apparently can't attack land units. Yeah, this is not great. Take no prisoners. And then we will defend. Now, do we get to attack back is the question. We don't. Okay. So this is, we're doing a hot gate scenario here. We're just gonna funnel them into this region where only 2 of them at a time can attack me. Oh, we do have to get to that, don't we? And even here, we trample them a little better. We may not win this one. Because they simply have the objective. Unless they give me another chance at trying to take it. Because I can take this unit. Here we go. There we go. Talk about payback. Oh my goodness. Woo! I love it. That's what you get. You daggum dirty. Nice, and we got that militarist star. We're gonna get the other militarist star as well, which will be the last one that we need or can achieve. Oh my word, that was intense. Come at me, that's fine. So they wrecked my army, unfortunately. So taking whatever town this is going to be next to impossible at the moment. That's fine. We'll take on all of your units. Let's go there. Let's go there. Move around and be able to take out this swordsman. Awesome. They'll end it after the next turn. Elsewhere. Sweet. We got a merchant star. And we got our militarist star. So we could pretty much at any point move along and be relatively successful. But again, I need to push my faith as much as humanly possible. They are good from that standpoint. They are actually okay. Man, we may just not be able to get it with the rest of them. I mean, we're already suffering that problem. We'll have to see. They aren't going to come out at me, and unfortunately, I can't bombard them. And it's going to take 6 turns. Which is not good news for them because, I mean, they pretty much lost everything so far. What are we doing here with our lives? We're not doing much. We need... just buy out one dude. And we need to start taking these regions. Religious conversion has started. I don't know that that's a positive thing. It is not. They are really starting to push. My word. How crazy strong is their religion, man? Goodness gracious. First, let's do this battle. And then the Defiant Canvas, with the cultural venues flourishing across the empire. A famous painter has been criticizing your rule through their work. Unfortunately, we can't prohibit. That's not going to end well for us. A blanket ban on political artwork will make a strong statement but could provoke unrest. We need to encourage. The edge of the artist's censor can be blunted by seeming pleased, which would push us to influence on an emblematic district. So we should bump up from 456 to 530. Whew. That's a nice bump there for sure. Unfortunately, you know what? We could actually use that. Do we want 10 food per number of attached cities? Do we want to claim, attach, and merge territories with money? No, I don't feel like money's the way to go. We can do scientific fact. If we were to go with compatibilism, we would get 5 science on a holy site. We need faith and stability, but look how far it shifts us. We have to remain diligent. 3 influence on territories if the territories follow the state religion, or 5 faith on territories. Adds a new grievance against empires with a different state religion. Let's push this way. I enjoy the homeland more because, oh, we just saw it. It pushes us towards combat strength on a unit. So we're going to go that way. Absolutely. Land rights. I'm still saying 10 food per number of attached territories. And that gives us 10 industry as well. Perfect. All right. In that next turn, we will win this battle, which will be detrimental to them.
Have a seat. Have a glass.
Should have Waterworldism as our state religion. Absolutely. Demand it. Nice. They accepted it. Awesome. All right. Well, that's good. That means that they will accept my religion and be able to start pushing it, which is what we need. Is there anyone here? I thought this was an independent people. I guess they faded away. Don't mind if I take this. You achieve the following deed. Conquer Sagitta. We just conquered a whole continent, baby. All right. Very cool. And we can go ahead and attach it. Nice. Well done. Of course, it doesn't really matter where we place that for now. Very, very cool. All right. They want to trade luxuries. The issue is that I don't know who else lies beyond here. There's an entirely new continent, and I feel like I need 688 bucks. That's what I need. All right. We are progressing, or trending downward, rather. Now, we do have quite a few districts here, in which case, if we were to slap it down like this, we would be able to really push. -8 science isn't going to be a huge deal for us. If we were to go, I don't know, here, we would get 10. That's not a whole lot. We don't have any other regions. Well, there we go. But I'm building a few synergies here. Man, I'm telling you, I still think we just need to go with the garrison. The 15 stability is just so easy to push. And if we have territories and chunks of land that aren't doing anything, we might as well just build those up. We have remnants of other faiths. The Empire strives for religious purity. Now, with 2 holy sites across your lands, religion has never been stronger. We won't worry about that right now because we're not even remotely close to pushing it. How many turns do I have? They are trending downward, unfortunately. We are going to have to buy that out. That keeps them above water, just barely, but that's all they need. We're doing okay in Byblos as well. Let's go ahead and bump that up. And we will end the turn. The final chunk of this battle. Nice. We are victorious. What do we got here? We could take them on. Unfortunately, I can't get over into here to heal up. That is extremely unfortunate, actually. And again, we could keep pushing. I have to hang around, unfortunately. There's just not much else I can do but hang around until I built all my Kaiserdoms. Move along. We are close to a war victory. Awesome. Now, unfortunately, that's not going to do what we wanted it to do. Ugh. we're gonna have to retreat, but oh, I can't go and do that. Oh, we're gonna have to do it. I will capture their flag. They're gonna retreat. That's a big detriment to them. That's 3 lost battles in a row. So they lost 15, but they gained 5 from my retreat, which is okay. And we are all good. We need science. And what we, I think, are going to do is I think we're going to go with Seafaring Mastery. Receives less damage from consecutive turns spent in deep water. We have lots of harbors, so it benefits us to go that way. And then we could get Apothecary to give us stability per researcher. Let's go with guilds. And the reason for guilds is simply it allows some trade insurance. Because I think we will start trading with other civilizations once we get across there. Kind of just depends on how hostile they are to us. We're gonna heal up completely. And then, oh man, they don't have a whole lot of turns. I was gonna try and pursue them.
It was not love or hate.
They've got 3 more turns before we are able to push our own turns. Oh, and we are able to upgrade to long swordsman, or great swordsman rather. That's gonna help us as well. Let's see, 88%. That's not bad. Trying to check out the entire territory. We would benefit from rivers. We would benefit from harbors. We have a decent number of makers' quarters as well. We have access to rivers. All good. Set them up for 13 turns. That's not too shabby. You know what? Part of me is considering moving along and setting up the war against these guys. And then I'm gonna push this real quick. Dang it. Well, unfortunately for them, that's the end of their road. It just sucks that I couldn't take Knossos. We will end up going to war again with them.
Keep up the pace. Patrolling as ordered.
Indeed. All right. We have Luluben. Luluben, who just took its 2nd territory. And I reckon they would like an aqueduct. Wow, words are terrible and hard. An aqueduct would be good for them. And then I really do think they could also benefit from all of the river things as well. They do have a harbor, so it wouldn't be really beneficial for a single harbor, but doing industry on a river, and it does look like they have some rocky and stony fields, so that takes care of them for a while. And then dragons on the battlefield, Tales of other empires' armies boasting fire-breathing engines is spreading like wildfire through your own ranks. Driving interest in weapons powered by gunpowder. Now, one such scorched and blackened armament has been scavenged from a recent battlefield. What should you do with it? If we display it, no. Study it, We could deconstruct. Our alchemist can resurrect the weapon and create our own fire-breathing unit. Reinforcement next to Byblos. Nice. Very nice. I think someone is in the pre-modern era. That's awesome. That's going to actually help us quite a bit. Let's go ahead and have you move over here. All right. What's the best place to slap on this thing? We could... See, that's going to be 10. That's going to be 12. Let's slap it right there. And we will take it on once we can. And that'll give us access to salt and horses and some pearls, which is great. All right. So we... Oh, man. So this is where I have issues with Oh, goodness. I don't have issues with the game, just to make that clear. Rather, I have an issue if I wouldn't have pushed these two, or even these two. If I wouldn't have pushed two of these, I'd be able to vassalize them. But because I can't... Ooh, I can get that, though. Oh, that's nice. That yanks it away from them. I can't make them give me Knossos, unfortunately. But they're giving me Iokos and Hedeber. And then, of course, anything remaining left over goes into reparations. So we get a rather large chunk of change left.
Thank you for admitting the reality of our relative positions.
Nice. So we basically took everything from them. And then we need to... Oh, no. We need to go here real quick. And we have a lot of ruins to recover, or to remove there. And yeah, as you can see, we're taking a big hit from the influence cap. So what we have to do, again, as I mentioned, we have to dissolve this. So I need to get my Teutonic Knight, which means we're going to be 5 turns out. Actually, you know what? I'm sure I could just buy a unit. There we go. Perfect. We can do the same here, actually. They don't have enough people. Understood. We'll just go there and we'll take it. What all do we have left to do is the thing that I'm wondering about. Let's get ourselves over here. You know what? I can still attack them. Come on, do it. Nice. Piece of cake. Maybe give these guys just a little bit of experience, you know? Like, please, something. Because they could use it. How are we doing here? We're doing okay. We can totally pay for both of those upgrades. And then we can start paving the way for all of these to come in. That faith boost is just too high. It is too much to resist. We'll actually go ahead and waste 10 people so that we were underneath and they aren't suffering from those issues. But then we may, honestly, we may have to do another few garrisons. People are going to come here and they're going to be like, oh my word, what is this deal? Like, why are we fortifying so many of the things? Let's go ahead and just, you know, sure, why not? Just, we'll place that there even though it won't matter. The same with this, we'll just, well. There we go. Come here. Dissolve it. We're gonna come over here. We are going to outpost it. We have the ability to attach, but we won't do it. Not yet, anyways. Let's go down here. 6 turns. We may actually die. We might possibly die. So we won't do that. The Maya, we're gonna counter them again. I really don't want to outright refuse them, but if we have to, then we will. We got our army here. Let's go after them.
I would not put myself in this position.
And we'll attack. Apparently I cannot. We researched Sailing Mastery, which again gives us access to the cog unit. Attack it. You have to declare war and you don't have enough war support. Okay. Okay, which means we can also upgrade these to cogs, which means that can get upgraded to a cog. Now, does a cog receives less damage from consecutive turns? Targeted units also take damage when they next move. Okay. Let's go here. Now, they are the only people that can actually take them on. There we go. I think that's a good benefit. And then we need to spend a little time clearing some ruins, but I'm not terribly sure how. Clear ruins. All right, there we go. You know what? We don't need to do that. We can't get off of this. It would cost 2,400 buckaroonies, or influence rather, to do that, so we won't do it. Let's go right there. And then we have a free city to do with what we please. They need people desperately, or they need jobs desperately. Here we go. We'll get 2 researcher slot. Remind me later. I know we're working on it, okay? We're working on it. They are 3 over. Goodness gracious. There we go. I don't want to sacrifice 14 people for that. That's not necessary. I'm wondering if we couldn't start. Well, let's take a look here. We have minus 210. And right now we've got 120. 155. I think we've got enough room to really expand. The question is, do I want to do industry, for instance? In which case, that's our best spot for total industry gain. Do I want to do money, perhaps, and make a little bit of dough in the surrounding area? Do I want to do science and create a little bit of some science synergy? Let's go ahead and do some science. There we go. All right, that's all taken care of. We need to get you guys moved down. We're gonna get you moved across. A new grievance available. Yeah, we will demand that. That's fine with me. But we will retreat. I also like how I can't attack them in their own territory. I guess this is an outpost. Excuse me. That's the only time that this is a valid scenario. 3 idle armies. We are just going to camp here for a minute. We are going to camp here for a minute. Let's go here. There we go. New grievance available.
Sovereign, how can I help you?
My demand for reparations was justified.
There we go. Alrighty. This is gonna be a big battle, and it's gonna be a primarily ranged one. Yeah, let's do it. Manual battle. Bring forth your battle lines. In deployment. They have to come after me, and I've got some good, positive people coming my way. That hurts. I wonder, however, if I can't get people in behind here. Yeah, they realize they messed up, so they're going to retreat to the walls, which is totally fine by me. It's great swordsman doing some work.
No, that can't be done.
Oh no. One thing to remember when you have reinforcements that I often forget myself is to not move all of your main units and to bring in all your reinforcements before you move the last guys, because you will have issues with like what I just did. Man, we really need a bombard unit. We'll get there. Okay, reinforcements. Let's get swordsmen out first, which are not upgraded. Goodness gracious, Havoc. Let's try not to fail as much as possible here, man.
Let's go. All right.
There we go. They only have 2 more ranged units left, which is good. Oh, nice. Well done. I'm not even upset about that.
Let's go.
Let's move there. Let's get you to move here. So I have to shoot that guy. I can come up here and I could attack this dude, but something tells me that's not going to be the best idea. Oh, never mind. I can't even attack him. Rude. That's the end of our turn. That's fine. Let's be happy and healthy there. Let's go this way. Let's get inside of our troops. Oh my word. Just instantly resolve. That's fine. We're not going to push them anymore.
But do not look down on me.
I've already made those demands. We're going to refuse those demands. You know what? I bet we could push it. I need the extra influence in that regard. Fundamental values. Minus 50% of the cost on an industry garrison, or garrison industry cost, or commons quarter. We will go garrison. Whew. That's pretty massive considering how well we are, or not how well, how struggling we are with this. Okay, let's end the turn. Resume the battle. I have to defend my flag. The Maya are playing. Get your shot off while you can. I'm apparently being plundered on top of it. Not my best day.
Keep up the pace. All right. Battle.
There we go. Did they just suicide themselves on me? They did, but I did lose a unit of swordsmen. And that's it. Now, unfortunately, that doesn't mean that I get to go and do that. I don't get to take the unit. Yeah, we are going to attack them. Right after I level up. Oh my word, I can't do that. Very frustrating. And of course, they're just going to run away. So that gives me good war support. That works. We need more, we need a stronger navy. It's a Waterworld thing, and we don't even have a strong navy. Cursed words. The scriptures working in the McKinney manuscript Atelier are a hardworking, diligent band, but in their enthusiasm, they've committed a grievous error. One of the most holy texts of Waterworldism was commissioned to be replicated dozens of times, and every copy ended up containing the same skeptic's obscenity that humans came from beasts. Worse, the offending words were not noticed until the texts were in religious hands across the empire. The senior religious figures are apoplectic. Of course they are. What do we do? If we punish, this cannot occur again. We would get overproductive if we covered up. Keeps moving us that way, and I don't agree with it, but we need that fanaticalism. It's a weird thing trying to balance science with religion. That's kind of what we're doing here. We need the science to progress, but we need the religion because we need that. We need that. Oh my goodness gracious, are you kidding me? At least give us a chance, man.
Yes.
That's right. Let's funnel them in. I think this is definitely a casus belli for war. I'm gonna have to put him in front so I don't lose this swordsman. Oh, goodness gracious. Let's take to the seas.
Get moving. Attack! Blades in the water.
Give them a little bit of an incentive to maybe focus on those guys a little more. Ah, I meant to move those guys off too. There we go.
Stay together.
Let's go there. Let's go there. Move these guys into the sea. We'll get these reinforcements onto at least the ground. Move you guys just way off. Okay, that's the end of that turn. Man, I really wish we were at war. Really, really do. Okay, so we have to take this. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not entirely sure how that's gonna happen. Okay, perfect. That's actually exactly what I wanted to happen. Move away. Great. That sucks. Wow, they can one-shot like nothing else. That's crazy. That's fine. Come around. Let's see if we can't circle all the way around too. Oh my word, this is not fun. That's fun. I enjoy that a lot, actually.
Let's go!
Let's move. This way, we'll end the turn. Okay, that's the end of that turn. One idle army over here.
I'm already angry. Do not drive me to violence.
Don't drive me to violence, bro. You're the one who keeps relentlessly attacking me. Just remember that. Let's, instead of going with some Teutonic Knights at the moment on this front, let's go with some Great Swordsmen and some Crossbowmen. And we are going to make that our focus. We need a solid army to cross, and we need our navy to protect us. Let's go after this unit.
Commence attack.
Brilliant. We'll be able to justify this war pretty daggum quick. Oh, we need to get over there. That's not a Cawthon. That's fine. Whew. I would be a little more upset if that was a Cawthon. Guilds have been researched, gives us that trade insurance, that forests, commodity markets, and the saboteur, which is something I still don't fully comprehend yet. We got our aesthete star as well. How are our empires doing with all of the things? I think we're gonna have to be okay with this. Spend one more turn, get all the things figured out. One more turn so that can actually begin building. Let's finish this war up real quick, and then we will end it there. That's fine. Brilliant. All right, and then we need to get these guys onto the water as quickly as humanly possible. And if anything, get these guys off the water so they can continue that way. Ladies and gentlemen, that will be the end of this episode. It's non-stop war over here. It's just kind of the way that it has to be. We will take on Knossos relatively quick within the next 2 turns. And then we already have full justification to go to war. The problem is we just don't have the military to accomplish that goal right at the exact moment. So we will get that figured out and we will move along and then maybe discover other people, because the game's halfway over with and there's still 4 factions we have no clue about. So ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Be sure to sub to the channel, turn on bell notifications. If you're enjoying this series and you want to purchase Humankind, you can do it through my Nexus GG game store. It's the best way to support the channel financially while also benefiting yourself. Thank you so much for watching. This is Havoc, and I'll see you in the next episode of Waterworld.